I'm here to show you how to make stock on a boat. Stock on a boat. So we've showed you my favorite Caesar recipe with horseradish. We'll put that aside for now. And then we're going to make the stock. So first I'm going to take my nice nesting pots and open them all up so you can see what I've got in here. I've got a medium-sized pot with a handle. I've got a big stock pot. That's what we're going to make. So as you can see, the stock recipe today, the cost was $5.98. Oh yeah, I should also tell you that I sprinkled a little Montreal steak spice on the bones when I brown them in the oven. I like that steak flavor. So now we've got the bones in the stock pot. We'll put it under the tap, ready for water. Another secret I should tell you about is that you should always use cold water in your stock. So the bones are hot, but the onion, you notice I didn't even peel it, just goes in. Everything in the onion is good. The celery I just picked up today, I just cut the ends out because they were a little bit brown. Then just break them up and throw them in. Carrots, I've given them a little wash, but I'll give them another one. And then we'll just break them up and throw them in there as well. There. Gotta be tough to break those ones. Couple of bay leaves. The nice thing about my stock recipe is it transfers from chicken stock to beef stock to fish stock. Always the same ingredients. All you do is change the bones. And the reason why I browned the beef bones is because I like the beef stock to be a little bit darker. So the browning of the bones will give it a richer color. On a fish stock, I don't mind that being very pale, so I don't brown those bones. And chicken bones, depends on how I feel. I prefer a darker, richer chicken bone, so a roasted chicken is nice. Peppercorns, next in the recipe. A little bit of salt. I like this Himalayan pink salt. I always need a little bit of that. And Leon Perrins. It's Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire? Yeah, good little squirt of that. That's another browning agent. I don't know, I just like what it does to stocks. Now, as I mentioned, the other secret is cold water. You want to use cold water in your stock. And then once it's full, we're going to put it on the stove and bring it to a simmer only. We're not going to boil it while we have the bones in there. So we're going to let it simmer with the bones so that we steep all the marrow, all the goodness out of the vegetables, the onions and the bay leaves into the water. And then we're going to strain it. And after we strain it, we put it back on the stove and we boil it and reduce it.
That'll be that. Then we've got a nice little stock just simmering away. And that's all we want is a simmer. Whoop, get a little steamy in
Let
there.
it boil. When you've taken all the vegetables and stock bones out, and now you want to let it reduce. Notice we have a half a pot now. And by the end we'll have about a third of a pot. But notice how clear it is. And the clarity comes from not boiling when we have the bones in there. So pay close attention that you don't overboil when the bones are in there.
One final sieve.
And we've got ourselves two beautiful containers of beef stock. The color of maple syrup. Just the way I like.